Good evening, everyone. I'm Ed Considine from BPSTechnology, and welcome to our BPSTechnology monthly webinar series. We're happy to be here today to share with you some essential back-to-school resources. We are here at BPSTechnology to support what you do in the classroom and to help you transform learning with technology. Of course, we don't start with transforming learning yet. We have to get to know our resources, what's available, how to access them. We know today's students are facing a world of great uncertainty in terms of what skills will be needed and what jobs will be available. So our job requires us not only to help students achieve knowledge in their content areas and to be successful academically, we have to also help them be good 21st century learners. And that requires us, as the educators, to be good 21st century educators. So that's the theme of this webinar series. We're going to be helping us look at the ways that we can become more engaged with technology, become more comfortable with integrating it seamlessly into our classrooms. So we're going to take us through a little orientation before we get started. I'm here today with the technology team. I'm here with Rhiannon Gutierrez. I'm here with Nick Gonzalez and Mark Pijanowski from the BPSTechnology team. We're broadcasting this through our Facebook Workplace group, and that means that you have the opportunity to participate. You know, there's a chat or a comments feature on the side of the page in Workplace. Please ask questions, please interact with us. Nick and Rhiannon are here to answer your questions and to alert me to any issues or questions that you might have. We're going to continue to use Workplace for this webinar series, as it is a very viable format for engaging within a community of learners. You too have access to create a group in Facebook for your professional learning purposes with your school or cohort of schools. It's a very flexible medium that is there for you to use and to explore. We're going to start with a tour of our BPSTechnology website, because that's where all things are posted for our resources around technology. So our Boston Public Schools website, if we could have that page up there, great. We have a lot of opportunities to support you, first of all. You know the BPS Help Desk. Many of you have called the Help Desk, but did you know also that you can submit a ticket or request for support online via this site right here at the BPSTechnology Help Desk page. This will help us understand your needs and resolve them in a timely manner. Under our support page, we also have our learning section. So we want to show you some of the resources that we have available to us, to you, for professional learning, digital learning resources, the tools that we have available, and some of the frameworks or standards that we are exploring. First of all, I want to invite you to look at our BPSTechnology Professional Learning program or catalog. We have a lot of options, and hopefully these options fit into not only your schedule, with classes being available online, face-to-face, blended, or self-paced at your own time. We have many different types of classes and ways to engage with BPSTechnology. This document is there for you to use to engage with us, to sign up for classes. And remember, learning is always done best when it's done together. One of the biggest skills that I like to talk about as a 21st century educator is collaboration and communication. And when we start doing that as educators, the spillover to our classroom is inevitable. If we learn together, our students will benefit. So back to our learning section of the BPS website, I want to show you some of the resources that will help you get familiar with who we are and what we have to offer. The digital learning resources is a constantly evolving list of programs and resources that you can access and be a part of. Congratulations to all the teachers and the people who received laptops for learning, our new MacBook Airs. Our partnership with Apple has really helped transform teachers' skills at using technology for instruction. You can see the resources there. In addition to learning how to use the device, we know that is a necessary skill, but we also want to help you focus on the strategic use of these devices and asking the question not only how do I use it, but why do I use it? And once we start asking that question, we're going to be exploring those higher level thinking skills for our students, those cognitively demanding tasks that everybody is focused on, but it starts with being resourceful and participating in learning opportunities. So explore our Apple resources and become familiar with how to get the most out of your new MacBook Air. Our Google Apps for Education. If you've listened to any of our webinars in the past or seen our resources, you know how much we like to talk about the value that Google has for your classroom and for your students. Google gives us the opportunity to focus on so many things. Google Classroom has become a very popular hub for centering assignments, for controlling communication, assignment, submission, and much, much more. We're going to take a look at our Google Classroom because there are many new features in it. If you're used to using Google Classroom, you might see a new look to it this year. Google has always taken educators' feedback to try to improve their product to make it easier for us. And they have done it again by making this site more efficient and having more features that teachers requested. For example, we have the stream, which is essentially a great way to introduce a discussion forum to your class. When we introduce a discussion forum, we can set students up with certain permissions to only view the discussion prompt, to be able to comment to the prompt, to comment to each other's prompt, or to post their own. So as you can see, there's gradual release of responsibility in the way we engage students with online discussion. Of course, we have some things to teach, and that's where our fellow team members here, Nick Gonzalez, loves to talk about digital citizenship and responsibility when it comes to participating in online learning. These are essential things that have to be discussed before we can bring students online. Google Classroom has also changed the way classwork is organized in your classroom for your students. You can start with a topic and post several resources under one topic and have those topics, assignments and posts and other options there of questions to be assigned to that one particular topic. Students can join Google Classroom with a code, or they can be signed up right from your Aspen class lists. And that's an easy thing to follow. We're going to show you some of the resources that are available to us in our Google Resources page on our BPS Learning site that show us the first day of classroom website, as well as other resources for learning Google. The G Suite for BPS is one site that we designed to help support your traversing of all the Google apps. If you haven't explored your Google Drive with unlimited space, your Google Calendar where you can organize meetings and invite people virtually or to face-to-face meetings, and you all know the power of Google Docs and Google Slides to engage students in communication, collaboration, and helping them create portfolios and develop ways to show evidence of their learning. One of the exciting things about Google that you may not know that might be really great for some people who are familiar with the basics of Google is that we all have a YouTube channel. Every educator that has a Google account can also start a YouTube channel, and it's not just about creating your own videos, it's about curating lists and developing playlists and giving students choice. We know that students learn in very different ways, and having multiple ways for students to access content is just one way of differentiating, of personalizing, and YouTube is just one of the many resources we have. We have what you're looking at now is our BPSTechnology YouTube channel. And as you can see, we have created several different types of playlists on different topics, from coding in the classroom to digital citizenship. We are excited to partner with you to help you develop the skills to create your own videos, and that could be something we do in another webinar, and it's definitely one of our workshops in the PD catalog. Screencasting, working with your audio-video resources on your new MacBook Pro is essential for being a 21st educator and a 21st century learner. I'm checking to see if we have any questions coming in our forums, and if we don't, we're going to be asking another question. I think I'll pause here and ask you, what resources are you using in your classroom this year that you might like to share with other teachers? What are you finding that is successful for engaging students, for helping them move along to develop their skills in 21st century learning or engaging with technology? So feel free to post your comments in the workplace page where comments go, and we'll try to respond to any questions you have. As we look at the workplace group, we can see that workplace is still a great place for other learning opportunities to happen too. So please think of workplace as a BPS community gathering place where people can share their experiences in the classroom and share resources in a closed and private way. And there's our workplace there, and we're looking at the things that are going on there. You can ask a question there and look at all the different ways to interact and to participate in the community. Thank you very much. So we've looked at our PD catalog and showed you ways to engage with our community. We've also shown you our BPS site with all our resources. Could we go back to the BPSTechnology website, please, and explore that a little bit more? Thank you. We have in our learning resources, we have the Google Apps for Education. A lot of our Google Apps resources take you right to the Google Training Center itself, or the Google Training Center for Educators. Any one of those is a great way to start your own learning. As I said earlier, professional development has taken a new turn these days, and that is that teachers can find ways to help themselves develop skills that they know that they need to know. And the G Suite Learning Center is my go-to place for learning new things about Google Apps and how to implement them for effective learning in the 21st century classroom. I like it because things like the tips library give you small, easy to access, quick tips on how to use a tool and how to do something in a rather quick way. One of the newest things that we like to share with teachers is Google Forms. Google Forms has changed the way that they have been used from a simple survey tool to one that can be a simple interactive suite. A teacher just said that she loves forms in the workplace post. Thank you. And I'm curious to know what kind of uses you find for your forms there in your classroom. I've discovered recently the idea of choose your own adventure, and the choose your own adventure or the quiz feature in Google Forms really makes it easy to engage every learner in a way that makes them feel successful and valued when they have choices. The benefits for the teacher in designing a Google form that has these options for students is the feedback and the data they get through a Google Sheet. If you haven't experienced the way a Google form interacts with a Google Sheet, you can see that as an example in one of our later webinars or one of our resources online. It's very easy to see the progress that students make when the results are automatically populated to a Google Sheet. Google Forms is one of our favorite new Google tools. BPSTechnology has recently been working with schools and installing a new projection device called AirTame. We are excited to show you some of the resources about AirTame that we have available to us. It's a very simple device that allows you to wirelessly connect your computer to a monitor or a screen in your classroom. It's a wireless device, and as you can see on our BPSTechnology support page, it has a good description of how to get started with your AirTame device. Along with AirTame, we have Wi-Fi, which is an essential part of using AirTame, and the BPS staff Wi-Fi is almost in every school and is continuing to be improved, and so that every classroom and every school has access to Wi-Fi. And yes, we do want to know if something's not working with your Wi-Fi. We know how essential it is to get online just to do your daily attendance and grading in Aspen, but also to give students the opportunity to interact online with the internet and the resources you want to share with them. So if you have any questions about the Wi-Fi and the BPS networks available to you, please check out the support page on our website. It's an excellent place for you to see those resources. And as you can see, we have lots of options. We are really anxious to hear more questions. If you have any more, I heard about Google Forms and Airtames. We also want to talk to you about some of the digital backpack that is available. Some people out there probably have already accessed the digital backpack. We're going to show you a picture of the district-wide digital backpack and what you have available to you. The digital backpack is essentially a clever-powered set of resources that is a single sign-on for all teachers and students. And even for younger students, the access to signing into the digital backpack or Clever system is a badge, a QR code, where students can just scan a QR code and have access. All these accounts are synced with our student email accounts and your class list through Aspen. So if there's ever any discrepancy, we're going to trace that back to Aspen for you, because all of these systems are integrated, and that is the goal, so that we have one place for all of you to go. So as you can see that when you're in Clever, there's different categories of links. There are staff links and there are student links. There are productivity apps. There are assessment apps. There are way too many here for me to list. And the digital backpack is worth taking a look at. Aside from showing in the actual backpack, we have some resources available for you to look at too. Please consult with those resources as you start to think about how your school and how your classroom can include apps that are important to you. You might see apps on this page that you don't see on your page. This is a district-wide page. When you log in, you might see something different, but that doesn't mean you can't have some of these apps on here. So please explore our apps and engage your students and your teachers with more and more digital apps for this easy access to these many great programs. The digital backpack has become more popular than ever, and it continues to grow. So please let us know how you like it. Let us know what kind of questions you have about it, and we will continue to try to respond. Being a 21st century educator is not an easy task. The many hats that we have to wear in the classroom require us to be not only teachers, but also facilitators and coaches. It requires us to be able to differentiate and personalize instruction for many children. That requires us to be collaborators with other teachers and to share resources with other teachers. So with that in mind, I want to invite you to join some of the communities that we have available to us. And one, as you can see, is the workplace community with BPSTechnology. We also have a newsletter that we send out every 2 weeks. And we would like to share that with you. If you would like to be part of the BPS community and receive our newsletter with tech tips and resources and learning opportunities and grant opportunities, please partner with us to join that newsletter. We have a place where you can sign up for that newsletter. Keep in touch with us under that support page on our BPSTechnology page. Thank you for showing the newsletter. We are excited to have a Google group. Please, our Google group has over 1,000 people in it already, I think, and we are excited to help you share these resources with new people as well. Office 365. BPS has a license for Office 365, the online version of Microsoft Office that many people have been used to using. If you're new to BPS, or if you've been coming from another district and you're used to using another product, Office 365 might seem like your go-to set of tools. And of course, we have access to the online versions, and you can also download these apps as well. You have to sign into Office 365 with your BPS email and BPS password. If for some reason you don't think it's working for you, give our help desk a call and we'll correct that for you. You can download the apps, but we also want to remind you that your new MacBook Airs have limited hard drive space, and downloading these apps will take up a lot of space on your hard drive. We recommend using Google Drive as much as possible. Google Drive has a very similar set of tools and a lot more features about interacting with Google Classroom, and Google Drive has unlimited space for us to store our documents and how to get the most out of it in an educational setting. So we are sharing with you a Google Drive versus Microsoft Office comparison sheet so you can make your own decisions. If you have questions and you feel like you want to explore the Google apps, please. Your students have Gmail accounts and your fellow teachers are using it. Your school may be using Google Drive for your school notes and all your folders, and Google Classroom to manage student learning. So please look it over, compare it, and again, you have choices so you can decide what works best for you. I see that we are about to run out of time. We have just a few minutes left, and I want to alert you to just one more thing. We do have a feedback survey for this evening's webinar. We hope that you can give us some feedback if you liked what you saw tonight, or if you'd like to see something else, if you have any questions about technology. As you can see, we take our surveys seriously, and we would like your feedback. Yes, this is a Google form, and so the responses will be automatically populated in a sheet that is easy for us to attain as the answers come in. We are responsive to these questions or to these issues, and we would like your feedback to help us improve. Our BPS Technology team is excited to partner with schools in our Transforming Learning with Technology program. We also have a Chromebook purchase program that is spread out over 3 years. We want to help you get technology into the school, but we also know that is the first step. Too much technology has been sitting on the side and not being used to its most and getting the most potential out of it. Let us help you design your learning. Let us help you strategize the ways that you implement technology in your classroom for benefiting your students and for making your year a great one. So join us, grow digitally, join our newsletter, attend our webinars, and let us know how we can support you. I'm going to stay online for a few more minutes, and we're going to continue monitoring the chat, but this is it for the video portion of our webinar. I want to thank you for joining us, and I hope that we get to see you again in future webinars. Thank you.